Hey guys, good morning. Long time no talkie. I hope everybody is doing good. Guys, this is again Travis Carpenter, Scott Carpenter's son, for the Sasquatch Awareness Project. If you're just now tuning in, we've been reading Dad's latest book, and it's a short one. We've tried to read either chapter by chapter, or we've tried to kind of cut each chapter or each kind of thing or into sections and whatnot. And we've had a great time. So go back and watch those. Now, this one is a big one. This one I had posted previously, and I said that this one's going to make some people mad. Okay. And I don't know how, what you want me to say. But this is what Dad felt, and this is kind of what I feel. And we'll talk about it. But I want you guys to hear it and soak it up and think, because it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna go against what a lot of people say right now. All right, here we go. Buckle up. This is page 103. The chapter is "I Want to Seek Out the Sasquatch. Research obsession." The majority of people that encounter a Sasquatch never want to see one or have any kind of experience with them again. There are, however, some people that become obsessed with the Sasquatch after having an encounter. For some, the chance encounter was so life-changing that they desire to have another encounter. Others want to find the Sasquatch to validate what they witnessed, to prove to themselves and to others that Sasquatch are real. The person begins to obsess over the Sasquatch subject and obsess that, and every moment is spent researching the internet for more information and or going into the woods attempting to have another encounter. I can understand this obsession. I began researching the Sasquatch after my adult encounter. I wanted to figure out what was going on and prove that they were real. This led to a 10-year plus journey. During this time, I was fortunate that God guided and provided protection as I learned what and who the Sasquatch creatures are. I was also privileged to become a member of Dave Pilates' group, North American Bigfoot Search, or NABS. NABS worked on a project to investigate the Sasquatch phenomena. I can assure you that the evidence or proof has already been gathered and provided. The Sasquatch Genome Project, in which I provided 11 of the 110 samples collected from all over North America, conclusively showed that the Sasquatch exists and is a human hybrid. The results of the study found that the mitochondrial DNA, or mtDNA, which comes from the mother, was a modern human, and the nuclear DNA, which comes from the father, was completely unknown. The nuclear DNA was not in GenBank, which holds all the known DNA sequences for all species in the world. If one takes the time to research the subject of the Sasquatch on the internet, the information available gives abundant proof for the existence of Sasquatch. There are hundreds of thousands of eyewitness encounters, videos, photographs, footprints, and sound recordings, all provided a mountain of overwhelming evidence that Sasquatch people are real, alive, and inhabiting the forest. Regardless of motivation, I strongly discourage people from going into the woods or outdoors, forest, wildlands, etc., and seeking out the Sasquatch. I want to put a caveat here. Notice he didn't say he doesn't want you to go out there. He doesn't want you to go out there and seek the Sasquatch. Desperately trying to have another encounter or doing obsessive, unhealthy research on the subject. This is going to appear harsh. Nonetheless, I think it is necessary warning. In my opinion, nothing can be gained by treating the Sasquatch as a tribe of unknown hominins and attempting to study them. I repeat, nothing. The Sasquatch subsist in family groups. They have offspring, and from time to time they interbreed with humans. However, there is no way to approach them, to live among them, to interact with them, or to photograph them, or obtain video documentation of them. In my opinion, most of the Sasquatch are untrustworthy. I question their motives concerning every behavior toward interaction with humans. I consider seeking them out and attempting to interact with them dangerous undertaking. A dangerous undertaking. If a person sees a Sasquatch, it is because the Sasquatch wanted the person to view them. I have rarely observed them out in the open. An encounter with the Sasquatch is rarely by chance. If one enters a Sasquatch's clan's territory, lookouts immediately identify the intruder and alert the other clan members with location, number, gender, and direction of travel of the individuals. They use a variety of pre-agreed upon signals to communicate this to another. The Sasquatch has an arsenal of methods, including bird calls, owl calls, animal calls, whoops, wood knocks, to name a few. There is no way to sneak up on or catch a Sasquatch by surprise. One rarely stumbles upon one that is surprised by your presence. It does not happen. And when some reports tell you the shocked look on the Sasquatch's face when it happens, your encounter may be one of these, but it is the exception to the rule. I have taken hundreds of hours of videos over the last 10 years. I have obtained approximately 5 minutes of good footage. I give a warning to those who desire to research them, that want to seek them out, that desire to have another encounter, or who think that the Sasquatch has any knowledge or wisdom to impart. Underlined, bold, quote, they are not what you think they are. I want to say that again. They are not what you think they are. Though they are quote unquote good ones, that means humans no harm. It is in my opinion that most are deceiving you and at best, luring you into a bad situation at worst. The question is, what are they luring you into? What are they bringing you into? Something to consider. While one member of the clan can be friendly and want to interact with you, the other members of its clan may not agree. They could be very displeased at your presence, and the fact of the clan is, and the fact that a member of that clan is interacting with you could absolutely set them off. You could suffer dangerous consequences due to a quote-unquote good Sasquatch's actions. One final warning. If you actively seek out the Sasquatch, you will give them permission to do the same and seek you out. If one researches the Sasquatch phenomenon long enough, they will begin to visit your home. These visitations may be unwanted and uncontrollable. The Sasquatch visitations can also be accompanied by another unwanted paranormal activities. When I began to question the Sasquatch origin, motives, and actions, I was inspired to write a post on my blog. I think, though dated, it is extremely relevant and shows how the Sasquatch awareness originated back in my research days. I realized then that people need help dealing with Sasquatch encounters. From my blog, the Bigfoot Field Journal, published November 19th, 2013. The Loss of Innocence. Advice to aspiring Bigfoot researchers. Those days are no more. The wilderness has lost its wonder. It is no longer a place of peace and serenity. It has changed for me on a sunny June day in 2009 while fishing. I was casting a point of land that was part of a public recreation area. I made some silly sounding whooping. I was just messing around imitating what I had watched in a YouTube video. Then the most amazing thing happens. Something came tearing down through the woods. It was breaking limbs and crashing around in the thick underbrush. My jaw dropped. I was in shock. I started at the shoreline. I stayed back in the shadows, and I could only catch glimpses of sunlight on it from time to time. It acted like it was looking for something. It would go up to the bank right and left. While all this was going on, I was fumbling with the trolling motor, trying to put it some distance between me and it. After a couple minutes, I heard a very clear 3 or 4 times. Then I heard it walk back into the woods slowly until it was out of range. It took me several minutes to compose myself as I sat down in the bottom of my fishing boat. And that is where we're going to end today. We will continue with the post from 2013, The Loss of Innocence. We'll finish that up, and that will be the end of that chapter. Guys, Dad was pretty serious about this, and again, it doesn't bode well to a lot of folks in the community, because you know we all want to research and do that. But Dad had a clear warning, and I agree. Dad dealt with stuff, and he put himself in the line of fire for you guys. My thing is I think that looking at his Lost Tape series, Dad put himself in the line of fire and went through this stuff to research and do that. Like you said, there's hours of tapes that haven't been published, and I'm putting out 10-minute segments usually every week. And if you feel like you need to research and do more research and continue his research, which, you know, and see, that is an opportunity. And I think it is a great opportunity for those that, hey, I have to figure this out for myself. Okay, Dad's done that research for you. Here are tapes that you don't have to go out and do. These are out in the wilderness area, all that stuff. These are out in the Smoky Mountains wilderness areas, all that. And he has done hours of hiking. Again, you can go through and research and check that back trail camera, because here's the thing, like I said, I keep saying it, he's put himself in the line of fire. You know that they were attracted to him. He had something. So that's your best chance, and you don't have to put yourself in that seeking mode. So, you know, just a thought. But guys, I love you so much. You guys don't know what you do for me. Just can't thank you enough. Again, thank you again for you know, watching the reading of the Sasquatch Awareness Project. I hope this was helpful. And God bless, guys. Thank y'all.